What's up, America? Neil here with Geauga Firearms Academy. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to do a really cool view on a great belt from Safe Life Defense, the Tactical Duty Belt. So let's get started. So this is a minimalist Mali tactical style belt. And so what does that mean? Well, this guy is very small in comparison to most Mali, like you hear the term a lot, battle belts, weight-bearing belts that have a Mali system. This big boy right here, okay, this is a battle belt. It is a Mali system, all right? That's what you're seeing here on the sides. There's padding in here. This is great for weight bearing, but a lot of times this is a big, bulky belt that we may not necessarily need. Sometimes I just want to go to the range. I want to have all the gear that I want, set up the way I want it, and I just want to be able to click it on, just like the duty belt that I wear at work. And that's where this guy comes in amazingly well. I'm going to show you a couple things. On the inside here, this has Velcro all the way through. Okay, you can kind of hear that. And this is your hook Velcro. So just a little lesson on Velcro. You have hook and loop. The soft side that you feel, that's loop. And the more prickly part, that's the hook. Okay, it's Velcro. So any belt that you would wear, and we'll talk about what that means, an inner belt and whatnot, that you're going to wear, as long as it's a hook belt, will fit up this one. This belt does in fact come with an inner belt, which we're going to get into. Part of my likes and dislikes. Now this one, I took most of the stuff off of it. I find it kind of distracting when there's all this gear on there. It's not a gear setup video, it's a belt review, okay? Took me a while to get this all off too, by the way. But then I'm going to show you some of the stuff that you can put on the belt, how it fits in, how this Mali all works. So let's take a look at the inner belts and what that means. So this is an inner belt, and for those that aren't initiated this whole system and how it works, this is exactly the same setup that I use in law enforcement and probably 99.9% of all law enforcement officers use. We use some type of inner belt, okay? That means that this belt goes around our loop, inside our loops of our pants, all right? There's no metal buckle on here. It's Velcro. It's very strong, very tight. This one that comes from Safe Life Defense is extremely sturdy. I don't like it, and I'll talk to you why that is in a second. It's not a quality issue, it's not a product issue, it's a size issue for me. But this inner belt, as I said earlier, this is a loop, okay? So the hook, the prickly part of the Velcro sticks on there, very strong. So what's the point of this? The point of this is this replaces your traditional belt. This goes around your waist, holds your pants up. You could wear it just like that, good to go, no issues. Then, let's say that this is on our body, then you can take this belt and just stick it on there, right? It'll stick exactly where you want it, and then we buckle it up, all right? So it's quick and easy. So you could have mag pouches, rifle pouches, pistol pouches, med kits, IFAKs, you name it, radio, whatever crap you want to run on your belt, you can have it all set up exactly the way you want it, right? I can pop this outer belt off, right? That's a sound effect for you. And the Velcro is very, very strong. So then I just have this on my waist, going about my day. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go do something else where I don't need all my gear with me. And then I have my rig somewhere else. Or maybe I've got multiple rigs for multiple things. For law enforcement, maybe you have different jobs you have to do and you wear different gear. Or you're gonna train with different stuff. So it makes that super convenient and handy to do. So let's take a closer look at inner belts. This is the belt that comes with, the inner belt rather, that comes with the tactical belt system. And the tactical belt system, and this is important, is 2 inches. Okay, the inner belt, and remember I said I didn't like this? Again, I think it's extremely high quality, just as this belt is. We'll get into that. By the way, if you just want to know the bottom line, you should buy this belt, okay? That said, this inner belt is the exact same width as the outer belt. And so if you're always wearing tactical pants that have great big loops that will fit these, I get that. As you can see, I've never used this. I put it on one time on tactical pants. I said it's a nice belt, but it's not what I'm looking for. What do I mean by that? This is the typical belt that I wear, okay? Actually, this is my inner belt for duty work. This is same setup. It's a loop style Velcro. I will tell you that I've worn this belt for years on duty, and it is pretty rigid, but this is much more sturdy. I like the construction of this one better. But if we look at the width, which is important here. All right. This is a 2-inch belt, and this is a 1.5-inch belt. Okay. And so this 1.5-inch belt fits through everything from jeans to regular pants to tactical pants to everything. My duty pants, whatever. It just fits better. And so for me, the whole purpose of having the 2-belt system, one, we don't have to obviously weave a belt through, which would be impossible through loops of your pants since you have gear on it already, right? And two, I can wear any style pant I want and then just put this right over top. So again, it doesn't matter. Now this is not going to be anywhere near as sturdy of a connection as far as the Velcro goes because that's brand new and very, very nice. But still, this will connect right to it. Okay, nice and tight. And that's not going anywhere. Okay, that is on there. And you got to really pull it off. So once you go to put this on, which I'll show you here in a second, it's super easy because it holds it all there right for you. Weird crotch shot here, I get it. But the idea here is here's my standard belt. This is my core belt that I love to wear. And you can see that these sizes are the same. So my belt size here fits up to my standard belt that I wear every single day. So then we take my inner belt. And this particular pair of jeans has larger loops, so I just want to show this. These may fit. No, they're not going to go in very well. So that's what I'm talking about. If I wanted to wear these jeans to the range, I understand I'm not going to wear these to work, but that's not the point. The point is versatility in this type of setup. We just put this on like a regular belt, no big deal, nothing special here. I'm going to skip some loops just for the video. Okay, hold this nice and tight. So then I have my regular belt down, holds my pants up, the whole 9 yards. Here comes my gear belt with whatever desired stuff I want. Right now, I could let it go because the Velcro is literally holding it up. You'll see a lot of police officers as well will wear what we call keepers. There are loops that go around. The cool part about this, we don't need keepers because keepers are typically the way it works is they're not Velcro. There's a smaller inner belt, a larger inner belt, and they're stuck together by these clips, right? The loops that go on. So this is cool. Stays on Velcro like that. Put our buckle on, nice and tight. My gear set up the way it is. When I don't want it on anymore, I simply release it, take it off. Maybe I could put another setup on, whatever the case is. But it's fast, convenient, and it does a phenomenal job of keeping everything tight where it's supposed to be. First off, just to show the buckle, this is a Cobra Pro Style buckle. Very, very high quality. Very, very rugged. You just squeeze the 2 tabs in. That will release. Click them together. And they're super tight. I've never had a Cobra buckle fail me yet. You can see by the thickness of the steel there, or aluminum, metal, whatever it is. It's a metal buckle, whatever the material is, but it is extremely robust. One thing you're going to find is that the material here that the belt attaches to is extremely rigid, which it should be in order to provide a good platform to put your gear onto. That said, especially right here, where the actual belt comes in here, this is going to be extremely tight when you buy this. Like if I hadn't worn this for a long time, it wouldn't be flat like this. It's going to be this big, huge, like bulge like this. It will break down, not break down, but it will break in, I should say, and get a little bit more pliable over time of wearing it. Okay, but like you can see here, that thick metal there, that's going to keep that loop very tight and very open. Take a long time for that to really get any softer, but just understand this belt is extremely rigid. Since we're kind of doing up close, you can see the construction here, the layers, how well this is made. Here's the Velcro on it. There's your MOLLE setup right here. So you're gonna have a loop at the top and the bottom separated in between. And I'll show you how to add some equipment to this here in just a second. So let's say, for example, I want to add an AR mag pouch or a rifle mag pouch here. There's just different styles. This is kind of a polymer style. Again, where your mag would go in to your pouch. All right. Very clean magazine, as you can see. So I already put the time to run a couple of these through the MOLLE. You're going to need a famous tool here. But essentially here, we're running the 2 tabs through the MOLLE. Now to make sure that this is nice and tight, it's kind of a weaving system the way this works. So for this pouch, you can see this locks here. But if we just connected it there, you'd have play where it would come up and down a little bit. Okay, so to minimize that on this particular setup, there's a lower bar in here where this is going to slide underneath on both sides. So there you see they're both tucked into this lower plastic part. I'm gonna start to push this through, and then the holes will line up eventually as we push it through. And again, you'll need your tool a little bit here to kind of guide some of this in. There we go. Okay, just like that. And then this system locks in, just like that. Again, this is not a Safelite magazine pouch. It doesn't matter. You can use anybody's you want that has a MOLLE attachment on there. All right, this will slide back up and lock into place. And now we have a super secure, not going anywhere, mag pouch. Okay, and we can move that anywhere we want on the dial. We could put pistol pouches, mag pouches, kangaroo pouches, soft pouches, whatever you want. It doesn't make any difference. There's a bunch of different styles. There's endless supply of different styles. You could mix and match. I use it a lot to test gear. People send me stuff so I can see one brand over another. One of my favorites you can see, this is also a super clean mag pouch. Okay, this is by Safariland. I really like their attachments. They can also be attached with these clip styles. Here's also a Blackhawk. So let's just show this up close how this works. So let's say I wanted to have 2 holsters on this because, well, why not? As long as inside here, a lot of times you'll see on different gear, and again, it's not a review on this gear, it's the belt, but you can put these in here to make different size belt width. So if I had a belt at this width, I would put the spacer in, which would be 1.5 inches, and it would hold it in place. Since we have a much larger belt, all right, like this guy here, that's gonna go right on the belt. Then I'm gonna pull these 2 tabs down there, which will lock into place. And now I have a Blackhawk, whatever. Could be any brand, doesn't make any difference. The whole point is you could run MOLLE attachments on here, or you could run belt clip attachments as long as it fits the 2-inch belt. Big old battle belts definitely have their purpose, weight bearing, cushion, the whole 9 yards. But that's not always what we want. Sometimes a nice minimalist belt that I can set up any which way I want, throw it on and go, take it off, throw it in the truck. However you want to set your rig up, you can. This is from Safe Life Defense. It is super high quality. I'm 100% on board with this belt. Full stamp of approval. I would definitely buy another one. These are fantastic. So if you're looking for a good minimalist battle belt, go with Safe Line Defense. They make a great belt. So you guys know where to find us here on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter. We put all our premium content on Patreon. If you're watching this video now, that means we're going to release a video only for Patreon on Patreon. On our top tier, your money goes towards credits to classes and all that good stuff. So hope we see you there as well. Until next time, remember, it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.